Tito Sotto tweets an open letter for Vice Ganda. Must read. Tito Sotto has been one of the main foundations of Eat Bulaga along with co-hosts Vic Soto and Joey De Leon. Their hard work kept the show going. But recently the heat between Eat Bulaga and the rival show ABS-CBN has been going crazy. An open letter from a concerned citizen was posted by Tito Sotto on his Twitter account. It was reposted by Tito Sotto on his tweet. The letter says that it is not right to bring up the past. It could not be justified just because the ratings of the show are constantly increasing. They also said that when the other show was at the peak, they did not do such thing to drag them down. In the end, it is still about the fans, not the show nor the hosts. Invite you to watch the video. Illegal drug supply in the Philippines dropped owned by 90% according to PNP Chief De La Rosa. The ferocious drug war headed by President Rodrigo Duterte has decreased the supply of illegal drugs by 90%, according to the Philippine National Police Director General Ronald De La Rosa. De La Rosa stated, "We have severely cut the head of the supply with the operation in Bilibid." Also, De La Rosa mentioned that the drug lords detained inside Bilibid thought that the prison can be fortress for their operations. However, the PNP's deployment of the Special Action Force helped in hindering the drug operations and transactions within the prison. He also added, "Sino ang tatawagan nila para mag-distribute Putalang Operation Center ng Illegal Drug Trade ng Pilipinas ngayon dahil control ng Special Action Force and Bilibid." This is as far as Bilibid is concerned. However, he said that there are still drug lords on the move in big hotels in Manila. Invite you to watch the video. President Duterte warns the Filipinos for more bombings in the country. President Rodrigo Duterte warned Filipinos of more bombings as PNP Chief De La Rosa confirmed that the Davao City bombing is affiliated to the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria or ISIS. After his working visit in Indonesia, Duterte released a statement saying, "There will be more bombings because of retaliations, reprisals." However, no details have been revealed by the president due to the ongoing investigations. He added that, "There will be a day of reckoning. Wait for it." On the other hand, De La Rosa said in an event last Sunday, they share the same faith as that of the ABS-CBN group. They both pledged allegiance to ISIS. He also added that authorities have already identified the person who is actually responsible for planting the bomb. However, they refused to acknowledge the suspect's name. Multiple charges are being filed against the suspect. The suspect is around 30 years old, slim build and 5'7" to 5'8" in height. President Duterte said that he doubts Davao City would be a suitable place for the Association of Southeast Asian Nations Summit next following. Invite you to watch the video. Breaking news: UK Parliament is endorsing Duterte's way of handling war against drugs. President Duterte's war against drugs is definitely making impressions all over the world. It seems that the Parliament of the United Kingdom had endorsed the Philippine president's way of fighting crime and drugs last Friday, September 10. The decision had undergone a series of debates and discussions before the House finalized their stand regarding this matter. It was reported that the House considered the dreadful effects of drugs to the nation and its citizens, urging the parliamentary House to end up with a decision. It can be recalled that Duterte's war against drugs started as soon as Duterte assumed office. However, the same war had caused over 2,000 deaths in the country, which made it garner both praises and criticisms. Meanwhile, the UK parliamentary committed full support to Duterte in search for people who are involved in illegal drug trades. Invite you to watch the video. Soaring Eagles reign anew, sweep Bulldogs to keep Spikers' turf crown. Ateneo fought back late in the fourth and cashed in on National U's defensive lapses to pound out a 25-14, 18-25, 25-20, 25-20 victory yesterday and retain the Spikers' Turf Season 2 Collegiate Conference crown at the PhilSports Arena in Pasig yesterday. The Eagles won 5 of the next 6 points, coming off a 16-18 deficit in the fourth to wrest control, then took 4 of the next 5, including 2 off the Bulldogs' miscues, to clinch the victory in 1 hour and 33 minutes, the series at 2-0, and the championship, for the second straight time. "We're happy to win again and we hope to sustain our form in the UAAP," said Ateneo coach Oliver Almagro, seeking to steer the Eagles to a three-peat in the coming 79th UAAP. Marques Bayo and Russian-American Paul Koifman fired 15 hits apiece, including a combined 28-kill effort to power the Eagles to the victory and another title sweep, also against the Bulldogs. The crisp-hitting ace Bayo and the 6-8 Koifman later bagged the conference and finals MVP, respectively. Joshua Villanueva backed them up with 7 points while Rex Intel and skipper Carl Baisa each had 6 hits and Seta Joner Polverosa added 4 markers on top of producing 36 excellent sets. The Eagles, who needed 5 sets to thwart the Bulldogs in the opener of their best-of-3 series, 16-25, 25-23, 25-18, 22-25, 15-11, last week, braced themselves for another 5-setter as the Bulldogs took control late in the fourth. But the Loyola-based squad came out of a huddle in fierce form, winning the next 2 points on combination plays to force an 18-all count. Then after NU took the lead again with a hit, Ateneo swept the next 5 points as the Bulldogs failed to recover and succumb to pressure. Brian Bagunas unleashed a 15-hit game for NU, which also drew 8 points from Majslan Gapong, 5 from Francis Sora and 4 apiece from Kim Deandante, James Natividad, Kim Malabunga and Fauzi Ismail. But the Bulldogs failed to deliver when it mattered most, blowing their edge in blocking, 7-2, with faulty court coverage and service reception, which netted Ateneo 7 aces. Down 19-22, the Bulldogs fell farther behind on a spike that went long. Then after they notched a point off the Eagles' service fault, then yielded the last 2 points on an Ateneo quick hit and an ace from Intel that they thought would sail long. The title romp also capped Ateneo's dominating campaign in the mid-season conference of the league organized by Sports Vision and backed by Mikasa as official ball and Excel as official outfitter as they went unbeaten the group stages in 5 before sweeping Los Al in the semis. Invite you to watch the video. FIBA Challenge, Gilas Pilipinas puts up tough fight against China in 10-point loss. The Philippine national men's basketball team put up a tough fight but just couldn't overcome China, 75-65, as Gilas Pilipinas dropped its third straight game in the FIBA Asia Challenge on Monday in Tehran, Iran. Mac Bello scored 16 points and 7 rebounds while Roger Pogoy added 11 points to lead the Filipinos, who opened their second-round campaign with a loss after going winless against India and Chinese Taipei in the preliminaries. 18-year-old big man Hu Jingli carried China, still unbeaten in 3 matches, with 21 points, 7 rebounds and 3 blocks. The Filipinos held their ground in the first half, showing off their grit to make up for their lack of height against the much taller Chinese. The two squads figured in some minor scuffles as Gilas Pilipinas didn't back down against China's physicality. That resulted to a couple of unsportsmanlike and technical fouls on both sides. But China asserted its might late in the second quarter. After just leading by 5, 27-22, the Chinese unleashed a 9-4 run to take a 39-26 lead at the break. Gilas Pilipinas surged in the third quarter to prevent a Chinese breakaway. Bello and Pogoy sparked a 12-4 run, capped by a Bello slam, to trim China's deficit to just 5, 43-38. The Filipinos, however, couldn't break that 5-point barrier as China always made bailout baskets to keep Gilas Pilipinas at bay. Still, China was just up by 6, 57-51, entering the final frame. But China put the clamps on Gilas Pilipinas in the fourth quarter, limiting the Filipinos to just 2 points more than 4 minutes into the period. Who then made back-to-back baskets to hand China a 67-53 cushion which the Filipinos couldn't erase anymore. Gilas Pilipinas will next face Kazakhstan on Tuesday and Jordan on Wednesday.